Hello and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll see how to create stunning Wallart Mockup images using Midjourney. By the end of the video, you'll be able to generate stunning Wallart interior images like this, and like this. You can use the mockup to showcase your own artwork, or you can also consider selling them on Etsy. This Etsy store, interiormockups.co, it has 300 sales, and if you look at their listing, all of their listings are generated using Midjourney. You can create similar mockups with Midjourney and you can list them on your store. This video is divided into two parts. In the first part, we'll talk about the perfect prompt template that you'll use to create Wallart Mockup using Midjourney. We'll also see how different parameters and command will help you control different aspects of the generated image. Next, we'll talk about different limitations with Midjourney and how to go about those limitations. In part 2 of the video, we'll take the images generated using Midjourney and process them in Photoshop. We'll learn how to add smart object layer, shadows, lighting onto those images and make them more realistic. I also have 3 special bonuses just for you. These bonuses are spread across the video, so make sure you watch the entire video to get all the bonuses. Now before I begin, let me disclose the most exciting bonus. You have a chance to win Bulk Mockup yearly subscription worth $47. So stick around the end of the video where I'll disclose how you can participate and win Bulk Mockup yearly subscription for free. Let's dive into this video after this introduction. So if you're new to Midjourney and don't know how to use Midjourney, I recommend you to watch our previous video where I talked about creating mockups with t-shirt. In the intro part, we have discussed how you can get started with Midjourney. So to create Wallart mockups with Midjourney, this is the perfect prompt template that you'll follow. Frame style, room type, room color, furniture, and interior theme. The frame style means what color and texture the frame should be. It could be oak, black, white, birch, mahogany, or anything else. Room type, where do you want the frames to be put up? Is it a living room, a bedroom, or maybe a dining hall? So you can provide the room type. Then we have room color. So you can control this aspect, light, dark, beige, neutral, or any other color you may fit. Then do you want any furniture to be placed into that Wallart image? So you can provide that. And finally, we have interior theme. So there are different interior styles that you can provide, maybe bohemian, French provincial, or maybe minimal or something else. So this is the simple prompt template that we'll provide in Midjourney and see what it generates for us. So I'll open our Discord server. So I'll type in imagine/creator empty rectangle frame mockup. So now we'll provide the frame type. So mockup in maybe oak wood. You can write in black or anything else. Placed in a. So before you provide the room type, let us talk about the attributes of the room. So the attribute of the room would be placed in a neutral color living room. Okay. In the living room has a. Now we can provide the furniture. So the living room has a couch and a coffee table. The room also has minimal design interior theme. So, your prompt need not be a proper English sentence. You can break your ideas into half sentences or sentences that makes meaning to Midjourney, and we'll hit enter and let us see what Midjourney does for us. Perfect. So our mockups are ready. Look at them. So it has a couch and a coffee table, minimal design, though we did not ask for any plantation, we have some interior plants. This looks decent. I asked for a rectangle frame, but I believe this one is square. Anyways, so this is a simple prompt template that you can follow to create your own styled mockup. Let me try to change some parameters and see what we get. So I have this remix mode on. What is this remix mode? Let me show you. If I type in, so you could see there's a remix mode. So if you do not have it turned on, you can go and check it and click it to turn it on, and then I'll dismiss this. So what the remix does, instead of copy pasting the same prompt, you can click on this remix button and it will give you a prompt, and here you can change the prompt as you wish. So I'll make some subtle changes. Instead of neutral color, let me write in something more saturated, maybe blue color. Living room. Living room has a couch and a coffee table. Instead of couch, let us type in armchair and a coffee table. The room also has minimal design. So instead of minimal, let us try coastal design. So changing these two parameters, let us see what we get. Okay, so I'll click on submit. So let us wait for Midjourney to give us what changes we made and what we can get. So our image is ready. So you have 4 variations. One is the wall is blue color as we described. We also have armchair in all the images, and we asked them for one rectangle frame, and over here we have 2. So at times, Midjourney does not follow the instructions very closely. So you may, just create variations. You can click on V2 and it will create variations out of this one. So I'll click on V2 to get few variations. Let us see. Okay, so we get 4 variation out of that image. Now you can click on the upscale button and upscale those and download those images. So this is how you create Wallart mockups with Midjourney. But we are not done yet. There are a few tips and tricks that I want to show you that will help you in your journey on creating mockups with Midjourney. But you are looking for inspiration? So the best place to go for inspiration is Midjourney Explore Gallery. Go to midjourney.com. You must be logged into your account, and over here click on Explore. Now type in your keyword Wallart Mockup. Hit enter, and there you have Wallart Mockups in front of your eyes. I'll click on expand search. So you not only have the mockups over here, you also have the exact prompt that were used to create this mockup. Simple art mockup minimal. So you can go ahead and copy the prompt as well and use the same prompt with Midjourney to create similar images for yourself. Do not worry about the artworks that are present in the mockup. In the next part of the video, when we take these images to Photoshop, I'll show you how to take this mockup and create a perfect mockup template with PSD Smart Object layers. We'll also talk about how to create this oblique angle mockups as well. So if I hover my mouse to this artwork and I can click on this user, I'll get all the mockups that this user had created. So you can see one, and then all his mockups are there. So you can also download these images and you can use it, or you can use the prompt. It's up to you. The explore option is a great way to get inspiration. The other method that I want to show you is if you go to Discord, there are 2 special prompts. Prompt number 1 is /describe. I'll hit enter. So what describe prompt gives you an option to enter an image. So if you have any Wallart mockups that you like from any source in the internet, okay, maybe you download it from Etsy. Let us consider I like this one. Okay, so what I can do is I'll just take a screenshot of this mockup. I'll capture that, go to a Discord bot, and over here I'll upload the same image. So this is the screenshot that I just took. I'll click on open and then I'll hit on enter. So what Midjourney will do, Midjourney will try to read this image and it will give me a prompt to create a similar mockup. So earlier we used to give text prompt to Midjourney and it gave us 4 generated images. Now we provide one image and it gives us 4 possible prompts we can use to create similar Wallart mockup. So empty room with a blank frame in chair. So let me just copy this, the first one, okay? And we'll type in imagine. You also see in Midjourney 5.2, we have this imagine all button. So if I click on this imagine all, let me try that as well. Instead of giving the prompt, you can click on imagine all and it will take this 4 prompts and it will create mockups from these. So is any of them ready? I think this one is ready. So close to it, but not exactly as we gave the image, but somewhat close. We have an armchair with a vertical frame mockup. Same over here. So I think you get the idea how to use the describe command. Okay. So this was one of the special prompt. You can use describe to provide an image and get your prompt to create mockups. The next command is, we'll type in slash. The next command is, we can provide image as a reference to Midjourney and we can ask them to create images out of that. The reference could be anything. Let me just give you a small demonstration. So I have these 3 lifestyle mockup images. Maybe I'll try this one. So what you can do, hit on the plus button and click on upload a file. I'll upload this image frame, hit on open, hit enter. So Midjourney, so the Discord server will upload it. It's uploaded into the Discord server. I'll right click and click on copy link. Okay. Now I'll go back to Discord / imagine tab. Then I'll paste this link. This link is the URL of this uploaded image. We'll provide comma. Now Midjourney will use it as a reference and we can create, we can gift any prompt. You can keep it blank or you can write in furniture and curtains. Let us see what happens. Okay, so our image is ready. So using this image as a reference, let us see what Midjourney created for us. I think it followed the same style of the furniture, but the furniture, I mean, I'm not happy with the furniture. It not looks realistic. Maybe we could tweak in and just change something on the prompt. Anyways, so this was the other method. You upload the image, get the link and use it as a reference to create a mock-up image. Now, before we move to the next part, so there is one golden nugget that I want to share with you all. Let me try one more prompt. So I'll type in / imagine / create an empty. So we'll again follow the same prompt template that I showed you in the beginning. Ignore my spelling errors. Rectangle frame mockup in oak wood. Center placed in a neutral color. bedroom. Bedroom has a cozy bed and a wardrobe. Room has coastal design theme. So let us see what it gives us. So we provided all the aspects that I talked about in the prompt template. The frame type, the color of the walls, the room type, we want it to be on the bedroom. The furniture, we want a wardrobe and a cozy bed. And it has to have a coastal interior design theme. So let us wait for a few minutes and see what we get. Okay, so here we have it, a cozy bedroom with frame Wallart Mockup. So one thing that we provided was we needed a cozy bed and a wardrobe. So Midjourney at times does not listen to your prompt and it will ignore your instructions. So in that case, there is a simple trick that I'll just show you how we can, guide Midjourney to add the wardrobe into these images. So I do not like, Midjourney ignoring our prompts again and again. This has been very agonizing for me, and I figured out a way how to compel Midjourney to follow our instruction step by step. So I'll click on the remix option, and like it ignored the wardrobe. So what I'm going to do, I'll copy this wardrobe button. So I'll repeat this wardrobe sentence maybe a couple more times. So what I'm trying to emphasize that I need a wardrobe. Like illustrated earlier, the prompt that you give to Midjourney does not need to be a proper English sentence. So I'm just emphasizing that I need a wardrobe, I need a wardrobe. And let us see how Midjourney responds. I'll click on submit. All the other parameters are same. All the other prompt is exactly the same. I just added the wardrobe 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Let us see if Midjourney listens to us. My fingers are crossed. Okay. So do we have the wardrobe? I think we have the small wardrobe on the left and over here on the right. So this trick worked. You can try that with any other aspect of the image. I hope you like this golden nugget. Now, after this golden nugget, I want to show you another bonus gift for you. So taking some time, I created this Midjourney Mockup prompt generator. This is a Google Sheet. So over here, you can select frame colors. Different colors you can select from here. Maybe I'll try walnut, then wall color. Different wall color list are there. Then room type, what kind of rooms you want. Any furniture, dresser, nightstand, and then interior theme. And there are tons of interior theme you can select. Once all these 4 parameters are selected, you can copy this prompt and directly paste into Midjourney to create your mockup. This Midjourney Mockup prompt generator is available for you to purchase for a small fee. The small fee is just to cover up my hard work that I do for creating this kind of videos. You can go in the link and purchase this mockup generator. So let us talk about the biggest limitations that you have with Midjourney. With all the times I spent creating Wallart Mockup with Midjourney, one thing I learned about the limitations is that you cannot control the aspect ratio and orientation of the frames. So like in the prompt I gave create an empty rectangle frame. So expected it to create an empty rectangle frame, but you could see these frames are not empty. Similarly, you could see a square frame. Then we have vertical frames. So Midjourney creates the frames randomly. You cannot control the aspect ratio, and you cannot also control the alignment. You wanted vertical landscape, Midjourney will not follow your instructions. Though you can control the color of the frames, If you provide oak wood, it will create a frames with oak. If you provide black, so it will create a frame with a black color. But these two, the orientation and the aspect ratio, these two aspects cannot be controlled. So the workaround is to fix them in Photoshop. And that is what we are going to learn in part 2 of this video, which is starting just right now. So these are the mockup images that we created using Midjourney. Now we'll take them on Photoshop and further process it. So I'll open Photoshop. I have two Photoshop, 2023 and beta. So I'll open Photoshop beta. So before I process this image, you need to understand what is the basic function of a mockup template. The basic function of a mockup template is to realistically showcase the artwork in a desired setting. In this case, this is a living room with the sofa. So we want to realistically represent our artwork, how it would look in that room. One thing that is not consistent in this image is the frame width. Consider a sofa at your place. If you have a measuring tape, go and measure it. What would be a length of this entire space of the sofa? I guess it would be somewhere around 1.5 meter to 2 meters, right? Okay. Now, if we take this as the entire length of the sofa, this width of the frame is somewhere around 1.5 meter, or maybe I could say 120 centimeters, isn't it? Okay. Let me zoom in a bit. If you purchase any frames on the market or on the websites like Printful or Printify, the width of the frame is somewhere around 0.5 inches to 1 inches. So this should represent, maybe if we are using a thicker thicker frame, it could be 1 inch. And this entire space is 1.5 meters. So if you do a simple math, 1.5 meter is 150 centimeters and it has 59 inches, which means this would, does it look realistic? Isn't it too broad considering it is 59 inches? And so this is 1 inch and this is 150 centimeter. We could call it 59 inches. So is it possible to place the width of this frame 59 times from this place to this place? I think that's not possible, which means the frame width depicted on this image is not realistic. Similarly, the other images that we generated using this Midjourney, same issue with this one, too broad. Again, if we consider this image, the width is too broad. So the Midjourney has been trained with all the data sets of frame images or mockup images available on the internet, and it recreates using some part of those images. But being a marketer, you need to understand, you need to showcase the artwork as realistic as possible. The best way to do that is, first, so we'll get rid of this frame. So to get rid of it, you can select this. If you have some knowledge of Photoshop, you can use content aware. You can go and select content aware fill. But this is Photoshop beta and we have this AI generative fill. So I'll click on generative fill. I'll leave it blank and hit enter. Let us take it. It will take some time, but it will clear all the frame images and the shadows along with that. So we have got rid of this frame. Now you may ask what we are supposed to do next. Well, there's a secret bonus for you. And the bonus is this woodframe.pst. This is a PST file that I created only for this video, and this is available for you to download for free. It has 3 groups: square, portrait, and landscape. So if I open this square, I've arranged frames, wooden frames in different colors. We have white, black, ash, mahogany, walnut, oak, and birch. I'll select the oak layer, right click, duplicate it onto our image, hit OK. We go back, we have our frame over here. I'll press Ctrl T. So this frame images, so this frames I have particularly designed this keeping in mind the width. This is not exact, but it is quite thin and looks comparatively more realistic than what we had in the previous images created by Midjourney. So considering the size of the artwork that you are about to sell, you can adjust this and keeping in mind the length of the sofa. So I think if I sell 100 into 100 centimeter artwork, this would be the perfect placement for that frame. Now the frame is placed. To make it more real, I'll add some shadows. Go to Effects. Go to Drop Shadow. Now before you add the drop shadow, just try to see where the light is falling. If you look at the image, the shadows are on the right, which means the light somewhere on the top on the left here. Okay, so I go to Effects, Drop Shadow, change the angle to maybe 140 degree. You can look at the preview over here and then play with the other parameters. And when you're happy, hit OK. Next, grab this rectangle tool. Zoom in to the center, drag it, perfectly place this, go back, so create a square. Now you may want to change the color. Maybe I'll select white and stroke. I'll now select a stroke and hit enter. Are we done? Not yet. Next, I'll right click on this rectangle one and I'll create it into convert to smart object. This step is very important. I'll click on convert to smart object and I'll rename this as @design. Okay. Next, when you keep an artwork, there is some shadows that is supposed to be added onto the artwork. So what we'll do, we'll select the design layer and add some inner glow to it. Inner glow, we'll change the color to black, noise to 0, opacity will have it maybe 40%. Subtle, we'll add subtle shadows. Okay, just notice how I add this. I think that's it. So now this Wallart template is ready. To add the artwork, you double click on the smart object icon. It will open a rectangle.psp. Grab any of your artwork. So I created this artworks with Midjourney. So I'll grab this cute panda and place it over here. Once placed, I'll press Ctrl S to save it. And the artwork is depicted. The artwork is placed onto your frame with the shadows intact. So this is how you take a JPG image from Midjourney and create it into a smart object based mockup template. Now similarly, you can go ahead and edit all these images and use content hover or generative fill to remove the frames, and you could add the frames with the file that I provided. There are a few more tips that I wanted to share. First, let me open this Adobe Photoshop Beta. So when you have an image with an oblique angle, how do you create this smart object out of it and how you can place your artwork? All right. So in this case, the artwork is already placed and it has some matte over it. So I'll just show you how you could create a smart object based mockup template out of this. So grab your rectangle tool, create a rectangle, simple one. Change the stroke to none. From black, you may add some other color. I think this is okay. Hit enter. So once the rectangle is created, you'll right click onto it and click on convert to smart object. Once smart object is done, you'll press Ctrl T and maybe change the opacity a bit so that we could see what is lying underneath. Go to the top Uh, Over here, right click and click on desktop. Now grab this top corner and place it onto the corner. Go to the other corners and grab the anchor points. Place it onto the next corner. Again, this one. Now the file corner, just grab it. Almost done. Zoom back. I hit enter. You may change the opacity back to 100, and even you can change the color. Just double click. Sorry. Now you may want to add some inner glow. So we'll go to effects, inner glow, same settings, hit on OK. Now when you want to change the artwork, you can simply double click on the smart object icon. It will open rectangle 11.psp. Over here you may add maybe a different color, maybe a simple artwork. So maybe I'll add some abstract art. And from the rectangle, we could add some white color on the rectangle. All right. I click on save, and you can see this artwork is placed. Similarly, if you want to add any artwork, just delete this layer and add an artwork on the top over here. Maybe I could add this elephant. So I'll grab the elephant, place it at the center. And if you look, the color do not match. So I'll take solid color, and turn solid color, grab this color. Now we have the same matching color, and hit on Control S, close this, and you see the elephant is perfectly placed at the center following the oblique angle. So this is how you create a smart object for oblique angle. So before I end this video, there's one more crucial tip that I wanted to share. Consider I'll open this image in Photoshop. So consider this is an artwork that you created. Now you do not want to remove the frame because it has the actual shadows. But when you place your design or artwork into this frame, the aspect ratio do not match. So how are you going to fix that? So we have generative fill at the moment, but if you do not have generative fill, there's a small trick that I want to share with you. Before that, let me grab one of the artworks. So this is the frame. I'll place it. So like to see, I mean, our image is a square, but the rectangle is, but the frame is rectangular. Or maybe the aspect ratio of the frame is 3:2 and you want to add 4:3 artwork into it. So at times, the frames would not fit into the correct aspect ratio. So how to deal with that is, place your artwork and now select this background layer. Select your marquee tool. Make a selection of the frame and the edges. All right. Press Ctrl J on your keyboard. This will duplicate the selection. What it would do is it duplicated the selection. Okay. Similarly, you can do on the left as well. But I'll try to do it on the one area only. We'll shift the artwork onto the left. And now press Ctrl T. Hold Shift on your keyboard and stretch this out. And you'll see the frame vanishes. Do not worry about this. We will fix this. So what is actually happening? If you see, we stretched this image. I mean, we duplicated the sign part and we stretched it out. Now, click on mask on that. Take your brush tool and all the discrepancies that you see, just paint it off. On the top, also on the bottom. So this is how you fix a rectangle image into a square one. Isn't this cool? So from rectangle, we turned it into a square frame mockup template. So you can follow this trick for any other purpose as well. When you do that, make sure when you duplicate, you always follow the shadow part, because recreating the shadow is the most difficult. But you have Photoshop Beta, you can also use the generative fill option. So this brings me to the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed this entire guide and like the tips and tricks I shared with you. And now coming to our bonus, the bonus number 2 is a PDF file of 100 Midjourney prompts to create a Wallart Mockup. Now the most exciting bonus, a chance to win Bulk Mockup version 3 yearly license worth $47. So before I tell you how to grab this bonus, let me show you what Bulk Mockup does. Bulk Mockup is an automation tool that will help you create mockups in an automatic fashion. Go ahead and watch this video to learn how Bulk Mockup works. Now to get Bulk Mockup yearly subscription for free, I hope you watch the entire video very closely. There are many golden nuggets spread across the video. So I want you to first subscribe to this channel, like the video, and on the comment, just mention one golden nugget that was most valuable to you. So when I release the next video, a random winner from all the comments will be selected and will be given Bulk Mockup yearly subscription for free.